Gen V Episode 4 is just under a week away from being released, and following the first 3 episodes of Season 2, we've seen the plot for this second season get established and the underlying issues that the characters are facing rising to the surface. With the introduction of Cipher and also Project Odessa getting a key focus, with Jordan going against everything that Godolkin basically advised them to do, they're probably going to be dropping a few rankings when the next episode airs, and they would have put themselves in a lot of danger. So with that, I wanted to give my theories and predictions on what I think will happen in the next episode, along with trying to answer where Marie's sister could be and also what Project Odessa could be too. Here is Gen V Episode 4 Theories Explained. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. The division between the Guardians of Godolkin. Division seems like it's something that's going to be at the heart of this season, and we've already seen it with Cate on the other side. However, I think there are going to be 2 key components that contribute to the upcoming division. The first is Jordan getting on stage and speaking out against Vought and Godolkin and revealing that they were responsible for the attack on Cate, and I think the second is going to come at the hands of Cipher with the grasp that he's getting on Marie. With Jordan not wanting to be a puppet for Vought and Godolkin, they revealed the truth about the innocent Starlighters that were killed, and also the fact that they were responsible for the attack on Cate. Everyone looked shocked at what they did, even Marie, and I think that shocked nature is something that's going to carry through into the next episode. Jordan is most likely going to be ostracized for the time being and their ranking will fall. But with Marie and Emma wanting to play the long game and exposing what's going on rather than the short game like Jordan did, Jordan might end up going on the back burner for now and working in the shadows. This will probably hurt Jordan too, as they most recently admitted that they loved Marie, and Marie said they loved them, so her actions could end up showing the opposite. As well as that, I think Division will be forming on a larger scale because of the attention that Cipher is going to be giving Marie. Marie is a soup that clearly has immense potential, judging by what Cipher said, so I feel like he's going to be giving her attention, boosting her ego and making the power quite literally go to her head. He's all about superpower optimization and she'll most likely learn how to amplify her powers even more. She's the only surviving test subject of Project Odessa, so I think she might end up falling victim to the manipulation process that Cipher's going to be carrying out on her. Alongside the division that's probably going to be present within the Guardians, I think we're going to see the division between the Starlighters and the Soup Supremacy group coming to the forefront again. In the closing moments of episode 3, Emma was with Harper and she basically made out like she wanted her to stop spraying paint and to just cause complete chaos instead so that people would finally start to listen. So I think that's going to be another thing that will not only cause the Thomas Godolkin day to go terribly wrong, but it'll also add tension between the two sides. So by the end of the season, there'll almost be like a civil war on campus. Where is Annabeth? Marie's main intention in this season of the show is to find out where her sister is. In the most recent episode, we found out that her sister was living with her Aunt Pam for a bit, but she hadn't been seen for a while. This got me thinking about the location of where she could potentially be, and I feel like there might be 2 different ones. The first is that I think she could have potentially been taken by Vought or Godolkin with the intention of utilizing her as part of Project Odessa. It's not a coincidence that Marie has been tasked with shutting down Project Odessa just as she found out that she was initially part of it, and also at the same time that she's looking for her sister. I think with Marie proving to be the only surviving success story from Project Odessa, I wonder if the likes of Vought took Annabeth due to them starting up the project, and considering she's made up of the same DNA as her soup sister Marie, they might well start the process with her, as they know that there's a higher chance of it working if it previously worked on her before. That's one theory for now. The other theory is that I feel like Annabeth could be kept inside of the vault inside of Cipher's house. Cipher was fixated on finding Marie right at the start of the season, and he didn't want to stop searching until she was found, and then when she returned to the university, it seemed like he was keen on making sure that she was aware of just how special she was. He also reiterated that he basically wanted her to fall in line because she had the capability of being one of the most powerful soups ever. I wonder if he's got her sister kept away in that vault because he's going to wave it over her, with the threat of doing something to her if she doesn't fall in line and follow his orders. Again, it's just another theory for now, but as of right now, that's where I feel like Annabeth could be. What is Project Odessa? Project Odessa is something that isn't truly known about, other than the fact that Marie was the only surviving person that was part of it when the experiment was running when she was born. We got a glimpse of what happened in 1967 when the group of scientists were in the lab, and it all went terribly wrong. During that opening scene, there were tubes of what looked like Compound V, and it got me questioning about what it could be. I wonder if these tubes of V are considered to be more powerful than the likes of what people would usually get, almost allowing for their powers to be amplified and for them to be considered some of the most powerful soups in the world. That could be why in the preview, Cipher said to Marie how she had the potential to be more powerful than Homelander. It could also be why it didn't take to all of the subjects that were given it. Starlight referred to the project as a weapon, and she didn't want Homelander to get her hands on it. So right now, it has me thinking that it could be all about creating a different level of soup. Ones that are far more dangerous and deadly. Will Cate get revenge? I think Cate could potentially have one of the most interesting arcs in the entirety of the season. Cate is quite literally on her own at the moment. She's mourning Andre, she's being manipulated by Cipher, who doesn't care about her. She's lost her powers for the time being, and her friends attacked her and left her for dead. Pair that with the fact that when she was looking in the mirror, it was almost as if she didn't recognize herself. I think in this season we're going to see Cate in a completely different mindset as she tries to get her powers back. Cate doesn't want to feel useless, and like what Cipher said to her, if she doesn't get her powers back, then she's going to be seen as disposable and no better than a human. She's done some terrible things since becoming a guardian of Godolkin, and I think as much as she's trying to shut all of the noise and history out right now, I reckon we're going to see it hit her just as it hit Sam, and she'll begin to struggle even more, ultimately losing that recognition of who she actually is. This might be the very thing that leads Cate back to the group, especially if Marie is cozying up to Cipher and he's using her in a way that's making her stronger. So, to answer the title, I don't know if Cate will get revenge. I think they will find a way of getting back together. The romance for Emma. With it seeming like the group is going to be getting divided due to their conflict in beliefs, I reckon we could see Emma embark on a new romance in this season of the show. In the first 3 episodes, there was this one guy who seemed to show kindness to her, and he also featured in the preview for the This Season on Gen V trailer. So it's got me questioning if she's going to end up getting romantically entangled with him. Emma definitely seems like she's struggling with the death of Andre in a slightly different way to the others, and with her being on her own at the moment, she might end up confiding in this character that we're yet to properly be introduced to. I also wonder if this will cause Sam to get frustrated and to feel even more isolated, because there was obviously a time where he was in love with Emma, so that could make for some interesting viewing, especially as it seems like he's trying to get his head back on the straight and narrow with Cate no longer numbing his mind with her powers. As of now, this is what I feel we could potentially see happening in the next episode and the upcoming ones. There are so many different directions that it could take, but right now, I think this is the one that it could potentially go in. So, there you have it, Gen V Episode 4 Theories Explained. If you want to see every episode of Gen V Season 2 being broken down, then check the playlist below. What do you think will happen next? Share your thoughts in the comments. As always, thanks for tuning into the video, and I'll see you in the next one.